And we're live! Hey everybody! It is a Sunday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Descent. Starting a little bit late, because I ordered food for Vega and I, and they made a mistake, so I had to wait around for it to be corrected. And I have eaten now, so now we are ready for the video game. Happy Pride Month, everybody!
Happy Pride Month.
And it's especially important this year of all years that we have a happy Pride Month. And when we make ourselves happy, I say we make ourselves happy, we need to celebrate, we celebrate Pride Month especially as the world continues to be horrible. It is very important that we show happiness, that we experience joy.
Lewis.
Yes?
Lewis, as a member of the Alphabet Mafia, I have to say, as an ally, you are completely correct, but it is not Pride Month we are celebrating. We are celebrating Wrath Month.
That's right. It's
because ah!
Yeah! And of course, joining us this evening, because we're contractually obligated, we got Crimson.
I'm here for the wrath and nothing else.
Also, TF Master 96, nice Winter of 83 shirt, hinted. Thank you! It's worn out a bit, unfortunately, but so now it's K8FC.
It's a little worn, but it's fine.
I've had the shirt for a couple of years now. I really enjoy it.
It's very nice.
And it's good that Teespring has it available, which I did not link in the thing, but there you go.
Whatever, it's fine.
Teespring owed me money for like over a month. They said I did the payout system. Their payout system only pays out at the end of the month, so if you don't do it by a certain time period, it gets pushed over to the next month. But apparently they had some weird technical snafu that delayed payment for a while, which caused a lot of stress and issues. I mean, it's not like I make huge amounts of money on the t-shirts, but I do make money on them, which is why I appreciate people buying merch and stuff like that. Especially this month, money is very tight this month. But I'm not gonna push beyond. Hey, we got Pride-colored RoboMats. I'm going to be working on some smaller scale RoboMats with using the Flexi Toy Maker on MakerWorld's website. I'm going to give that a shot and see if I can make it so like we can have like some print in place RoboMats that are cheaper. I'll probably price those at $10. Nice, if I can actually pull it off. But the important thing is here that we've also got Lotus prints.
Good evening, everyone.
Gay cyborg worms for the win, indeedy.
Also, Captain Avenger says, did you hear that Marvel and DC Comics are working together again with a crossover comic with Batman and Deadpool?
I have heard.
Huh.
It's an odd choice, but I kind of welcome it.
Yeah, everybody was flipping out because just like finally, like since the 90s, we could finally have something Marvel and DC again.
Yep, it looks like I think it was like Joe Quesada and Dan DiDio who seem to be the ones who are really pushing the we don't want to do crossovers anymore with the competition. And like ever since both of them left, it looks like they've actually been like, maybe we could start doing this again.
Yeah, like on one hand, you're never gonna have one of them definitively win over the other, so whoever's saying Marvel's better, DC's better is wasting their time, but on the other hand, it's just fun.
And the method they're doing that is actually pretty smart as well, because like one of the problems they've had for creating the crossovers is that they have to split the proceeds 50-50. Now they're just going to have both companies release their own version of the crossover with different writers. So we have a Batman and Deadpool crossover written by Grant Morrison over on DC. Then we have a Batman and Deadpool crossover by Zeb Wells over on Marvel, which actually people are kind of upset about because they don't like Zeb Wells right now. But it's entirely possible that separated from Spider-Man, Zeb Wells might be a lot better.
Yeah, we're not talking about Doctor Who.
We're not talking about Doctor Who, other than to say that I personally loved the season overall. Vega and I marathoned the last 3 episodes last night. There's a lot of spoilers, and apparently the official Doctor Who YouTube decided to post up spoilers immediately after the episode aired. Good job, guys!
Yeah, I got spoiled from BBC, so thanks, guys. I don't know the context of it, though, so, please don't ask me about what spoiler I saw, because Yeah.
Yeah, we don't,
care.
and of course we have our policy here in the chat here that we do not talk about spoilers until at least 6 months after a thing has aired or premiered, because we want to give people plenty of time to do so. At that point, there comes there's a statute of limitations for spoilers, because like some things are just like decades old, and sure if people haven't experienced that before, we'd love to experience that, but there comes a point where it's like, there's been plenty of time. I can't expect to stay quiet about spoilers forever, but especially when it's just immediately after. Like the finale, like the Doctor Who finale was last night, and I got spoiled by a few things from my own friends posting just like a picture of something, and it's just like, okay, well now I know I'm not stupid.
Yeah, I definitely had that a bunch of years ago on Facebook for Dexter, where like the next day somebody was like, "Oh man, that one character died." I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Did we get Mega Timmy Tommy's super chat, by the
No,
way?
we did not.
No, we did not. Did anyone hear about the new comic from the Amphibia creator? I have not, but then again, I've never watched Amphibia.
Fair enough.
But yeah, going back to Doctor Who, overall thoughts, I thought this was actually overall a pretty solid season. Like, I don't think there was a single dud in the bunch. I liked every episode. Like, even the ones that I was kind of more meh on, it was more just a matter of, like, there's a character I hated, or I just felt like it was good, but I wasn't really that into it kind of a thing. But it wasn't a, Doctor Who spoiler, so we're not spoiling anything. I'm just giving overall thoughts. But it was still this was an enjoyable romp kind of a thing. And I thought, and honestly, this is probably the strongest season-long arc in a long while. Sure, a lot of it is goofy, but it actually felt like it came together overall. Like in terms of what the actual plot was and what was happening. Sure, there's probably lots of plot holes and stuff like that. And it's entirely possible that my opinion will change over time, and there's things I didn't like. But in terms of like, hey, I actually really enjoyed myself. Like, this is probably the strongest since like season 2's finale.
Fair enough.
Especially for RTD finales, which are very hit or miss, mostly misses.
Also, Sidekick Nick lines up with what you said on Blue
I'm not
Sky.
gonna repeat that, because people may be able to discern things from that. Sorry, Sidekick Nick 4, but like I tweeted this out yesterday. Like, oh god, someone check on them, because people have very loud opinions about things and about people and characters and stuff like that, and I do not want to put anyone in a position where they can connect the dots, because people are smart. I was able to connect the dots on a few things just from people posting, from people vague posting. ZachFat92, if someone chose to just watch old Doctor Who, would they really miss much good stuff? There's still plenty of good stuff in New Who. It's just sometimes things are frustrating, especially for the season-long story arcs. Because while RTD is good at setting up a mystery, a lot of times his finales have just glowing Deus Ex Machina saves the day.
Yeah.
Like, that was the joke during RTD's first run being showrunner, glowing Deus Ex Machina. And in fact, it was only like season 2 was the only one that really didn't have a glowing Deus Ex Machina. It had a bit of a Deus Ex Machina, but they had been. I mean, again, this stuff had actually been set up, and a lot of the time, it's more about the emotional core of the characters and stuff like that, and what's going on overall. I felt that there was actually a strong moral, emotional core with this one that actually kept me invested and interested. But I get it if people were not into it. I enjoyed it overall. I liked the villain's plan. I felt the villain was very in character. For the most part, there's some little things here and there, but yeah. Archie and Moffat both have the J.J. Abrams mystery box issue. Moffat has it a bit worse, though, because say what you will about RTD and his glowing Deus Ex Machinas, he still resolves the storyline. It may not be a satisfactory resolution, but it's a resolution. Whereas Moffat will stretch the God-blessed storyline out to multiple seasons and frustrate you. And that one is very much closer to J.J. Abrams. He does clearly have an endpoint, because he had this problem, especially with the storyline of the Silence and the TARDIS exploding. Like, at the end of Matt Smith's run, he clearly wanted to have a fresh start for Peter Capaldi. So Matt Smith's last episode has this frickin' exposition dump as part of it. That was clearly like, wow, this is because you clearly wrote this because you thought you had more episodes to tell this story.
Right.
This is just tying up the loose ends to explain everything. You clearly thought you had more time for this, so you're just putting it in right now.
I'm gonna remove that message to you, Lee, because that tells me some spoilery things. So yeah, no more Doctor Who anything. I don't give a fuck.
Yep, you know, we're gonna put a stop to Doctor Who talk right now. Overall, I liked it. I get why other people didn't like it. The ending is a what, but I cannot say any more than that. Alright, Elite, we're not mad. Some people still haven't watched it, and we want people to not be spoiled because we're not assholes.
Okay, you want to hear? Okay, one last thing about Doctor Who that has nothing to do with the new season because I haven't watched it yet. But some asshole tried to tell me the Doctor isn't cruel.
I mean,
are we watching the same show?
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, some doctors are cooler than others.
I mean, that's true, but, like, somebody just straight up told me, yeah, like, he's, like, always benevolent, and I'm just like, are we watching the same show? Anyway. That's all I gotta say about that. That was just hilarious.
Anyway, are we prepared for Descent?
Let's find out.
I don't know, are you prepared for Descent?
I don't know, but we're gonna find out with Gabba Gabba Butt.
Gabba Gabba Butt.
I really need to remember why I titled it that. Clockwork Soul, enough talk, it's time for Descent, because I'm being pulled down by graboids. Help!
You know what, I'm gonna let Isaac Espenson, slide descending D's nuts. Yes, that's very good.
Hey!
So proud.
Alright, I think we just started this level, yeah.
Yep, and Chaos Knight... Oh, by the way, are you recording?
I am not. Here, let me fix that.
I was gonna say, do that.
Not a board game.
Chaos Nightmare says, question, will you cover the Power Rangers 2017 movie again, or do we gotta pay you, due to the you-know-who being a part of the OG review?
You're gonna have to pay me. I mean, I don't stop people from going back and watching old content from other people. But yeah, if you want me to review it, you're probably gonna have to patron me. Huh. This is odd.
Also, Super G-Bro says, Linkara is our man, a supporting hero of JSA and JLA, alive or still dead in DC?
There have been like 2 or 3 Hour Mans, so I think
he's dead.
I think he's alive. But do not quote me on that. I'm pretty sure Rex, because there are 2 Hour Men, the dad and the son. I cannot remember if he's currently alive or not.
Oh, yeah. Also, this weekend we lost Loretta Swit from MASH. We lost Major Houlihan.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I just got to her engagement in Season 5, so I'm kind of annoyed now.
That sucks.
Because I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of like, oh, man, that sucks. But, yeah, I'm kind of happy about, so I want to say I'm about 5 episodes into Season 5. I just finished the Sigmund Freud episode with the guy, oh god, what the hell is his name, Freeman? Writing a letter to Sigmund Freud while he's hanging out with the 4077.
Was Freud still alive in the 70s?
No, he died in 39, but it's just really hilarious that he's writing a letter to Freud. Because that's how he relaxes, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I just kind of, I'm really enjoying Season 5. I like that Margaret is actually, loosening up. I specifically really enjoyed the nurses episode, where she kind of, like, told the nurses, like, the reason I'm such an asshole is because you guys never invite me to anything. And I'm like, well, that's not very helpful to just be an asshole, but it's really nice of the nurses to actually invite her at the end of the episode and stuff. So, I like that she's getting a little bit more laid back now that, like, she's not with Burns anymore. She's engaged. Whoopsie.
Very tight corridors.
You exploded. But yeah, I'm enjoying the MASH marathon. I did drop a new episode for patrons, but I apologize if you're trying to view it. It's currently blocked worldwide. MASH is a comedy, a dramedy, I would say. I wouldn't say it's like a comedy. I'd say more comedic than dramatic with the Korean War as the backdrop. Although I am still in the Frank Burns season. I do know that he leaves eventually, but I'm still in season 5. But yeah, I would say, right now, so this is apparently, BJ Honeycutt's second season. But the thing that really is weird to me is that, like, in season 4, Colonel Potter, who took over for Henry Blake, is like, yeah, I'm having a granddaughter. And then literally, like, the next season, she's 5. And then 2 episodes later, she's 8. And I'm like, what is time in that?
Man, the Korean War just, like, lasted forever, didn't it?
Yeah,
Also,
the Korean War is only 3 years, but there's 11 seasons.
Also, Linkara-AtopTheFourthWall says, Lewis, you rock. Thanks for getting me into Green Lantern.
You are quite welcome. Glad you're enjoying it. God, what is...
I have seen Del Toro's Frankenstein trailer. I'm super pissed it's not being released in theaters. Fuck Netflix.
Yeah. That's a damn shame, because, yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well.
I don't have
Del Toro
Netflix, and I
doesn't
don't want Netflix because they're super cool with, like, transphobic people. So,
Yep.
like, no.
It'll get a different release elsewhere, I just know it.
Yeah, probably. I mean, most of Del Toro's shit ends up on Criterion anyway, so...
Oh god, there's like robot spawners everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know why there's... Yeah, you're fighting the tight corridors, too.
I think we found the worst level. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of this area.
Fair enough.
This map is just all tight corridors where it's really hard to evade anything. I'm getting hit by so many polygons.
All the polygons. All of them. I'm also like once I'm done with MASH, I'm kind of a three TV shows at a time kind of person. I don't like watching more than 3 shows at a time because it's like then I can't keep track of them all, you know? So right now I'm watching through Doctor Who, I'm watching through MASH, and what's the other thing I'm watching through? Oh, I'm watching through Harley Quinn. That's the other thing I'm watching through.
What are you currently on in terms of your current place in Doctor Who?
Me?
Yeah.
I just finished Joy to the World. So like I'm on the current season, I just haven't started it yet.
Alright, so yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah, I just between finishing paralegal certificate and like trying to get the episode out, I just haven't had the time to actually like sit down and like marathon through it. But like my plan is, because nobody in my house really watches Doctor Who besides me right now, I can just sit down and watch it like one day while everybody's doing something else, so it shouldn't take me too long. It's just that during the week is difficult because I gotta work, so usually I try to do it during weekends. But yeah, so I try to only do like three series at a time. So once I'm done with MASH, I'm hoping to re-marathon through the rest of Explodey. I'm hoping to re-marathon through Dexter so I can watch Dexter New Blood and then a Dexter Original Sin.
See how it falls in line or like in canon with Dexter's Laboratory?
Yeah, exactly, you know? I always knew that serial killer would grow up to be a childhood scientist.
Yeah, Dial M for Monkey is canon to Dexter.
I will say though, I'm kind of upset. I'm a little upset just because I thought it was the perfect ending, and honestly, I really thought it was the perfect ending to Dexter.
What, the very end?
Yeah, like when he's like on the boat and he just fucking leaves.
I could have done without the 10-second epilogue. They could have.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. But like, just him leaving would have been just perfect, and like never. I mean, Original Sin, I get, like, yeah, you want to, like, people want to know, but like, I'm one of those people who kind of wants like, just like, I don't care about like sequels or whatever, but like, just let sleeping dogs lie, if that makes sense. Like, I still watch Aristocats from time to time because it's one of my favorite Disney movies, and yes, I'm well aware of how racist the Siamese cat is. Yeah, I am very aware of the racist Siamese cat in that movie. But like, I also am well aware of the context of the movie, and like, while it's not okay that they like, you know, did that, like, it doesn't take away from my enjoyment and my nostalgia for it, because I'm like, I liked this movie when I was a kid. I've always liked cats. Like, get out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
that's how I feel about Goldfinger. It's like, that might be my favorite Bond movie, and it has like the #1 or #2 contender for like most problematic scene in the entire Bond canon.
I don't know. It's arguable that you only live twice.
Yeah,
it might be worse.
Twice is the other one.
Yellow face.
Yeah, it's either that or the unambiguous thing that I will not describe, that where he's fighting Pussy Galore in the barn or wherever it is.
Yeah, that whole thing happens.
That is uncomfortable to watch, even for the 60s. I don't know how they got away with it.
But I will say, in terms of Bond, the only two like that made me cringe because of that. And then there's the yellow face, and then everybody always forgets that Die Another Day, North Korean guy became a white dude. Like, that is a thing that actually happened in Bond canon.
I actually did forget that because I saw that in theaters and didn't like it, so I kind of forgot most of that movie.
That's fair. That
Die Another.
There's a guy with diamonds in his face.
Yeah, like we couldn't have that couldn't just be a thing. No, we gotta use like genetic modification or something like that, because apparently we have that in the Bond universe now, to turn a North Korean into a white guy.
The main thing I remember about that movie is My Name is Mr. Kill. There's a name to die for. Like, that is so fucking weak. Like, I know Bond has a lot of like goofy names, but like, My Name is Mr. Kill. Like, fuck you. Get out of here.
Right.
Like, there's...
Yeah, I will... Go ahead.
There's just a limit to what you're willing to put up with for the goofy names, and sometimes and like, just like, no, you that's just dumb. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's just dumb.
Insert Benoit Blanc gif here. It's just dumb. Which is funny because he also used to be Bond.
The sword fighting scene was very well done, but it also like took way too long. It's like, we get it, you guys want to kill each other.
We want it there, and we want a Madonna cameo.
Captain Adventure 1993, did we get his super chat?
No.
I don't believe so.
Who do you hope that Godzilla and Kong will fight in Godzilla x Kong Supernova?
King Ghidorah, or who's the other one?
Well, we already did King Ghidorah, so like who would I want? We already got Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, I was gonna say not Mecha Godzilla, because Mecha Godzilla also already happened.
You know who they could fight? Man in Suit Godzilla and Claymation Kong.
Amazing.
Let's bring in some more. I mean, I know they got to license the monsters individually, but let's bring in some more classic Godzilla monsters. Let's bring in Gigan.
Oh, I was gonna say, or is Gamera also part of
Gamera is actually owned by a different studio entirely. That's why we haven't had Godzilla versus Gamera.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm not really sure on the particulars. I just like watching giant kaiju movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something so genuinely wonderful of watching when Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire happened. My favorite part of that entire movie is fucking my girl Mothra just going, bitch!
I just love that image of one of the Godzilla movies I see every so often, with the one scientist saying, "I know it doesn't sound very scientific, but perhaps with the fairies' help, like Mothra will save us," or something like that.
We should have the fairies
Yeah.
contact Mothra.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
what?
Look,
My girl.
was it the Heisei era that was the original Godzilla stuff?
I think so, yeah.
That era was wild, man.
I just think it's really funny because like a lot of people are like, you know, they're like, oh man, but you like Mothra like barely ever shows up. I'm like, yeah, because she doesn't need to. Because when she shows up, not only is shit already sideways, but Godzilla's got to get his shit together. Oh, Showa, that's what it was. The Showa people.
The Showa era. There we go. But yeah, the original Godzilla movies have a weird dichotomy of both of occasionally being both for adults and for kids, but especially leaning towards the kids. So you have goofiness like that. And Mothra, while she supported her own film series, she tends to be. I think she tends to work better as a supporting character. So, like, yeah, Mothra can solve everything, but it's better if we let Godzilla have his fun, and then Mothra is just there to, like, help out in the end.
Yeah, and like that, and Jay is correct. Godzilla has, Crimson Godzilla has one fuck to give, and it's owned by Mothra. Correct. That is correct.
Destoroyah would be fun. Unfortunately, Kong doesn't really have a lot of iconic villains just because of the differences of the franchises. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've never really heard of a good Kong villain, really.
Mecha Kong! Let's bring in Mecha Kong!
Yeah,
Oh,
Mecha Kong was
hey.
interesting. But the thing with Kong, though, is that, like, that was kind of destined, because he only had one or maybe two movies, but then he, like, fell into the public domain, so it's just like, whatever happens, happens.
Well,
Whereas
Kong did not
for
fall into the
better or
public
for worse,
domain.
is consistent.
Here's what happened. There was King Kong, and then there was Son of Kong. Japan frickin' loved King Kong. So they licensed King Kong for Godzilla vs. Kong. They were gonna do more stuff with Kong, but then like there was a rights thing, or like originally it was supposed to be Frankenstein versus King Kong or something like that. Because they also had Frankenstein Conquers the World.
I feel like that'd be a
Oh
very
yeah, they
like,
did have that.
There was just a lot of weird legal stuff, and then it's like the rights reverted back. And so they were like, well, we can't really do anything more. We got King Kong Lives. Then there was a 70s remake. King Kong Lives, I think, is the one with Doctor Who and Mecha Kong. The evil
wouldn't mind
Doctor Who.
I wouldn't mind seeing Megalodon either. Or Megalon, sorry, Megalon. I always
Megalon would be
confuse
fun
them.
too. Like have Megalon and Gigan team up.
Oh man,
Also-
yeah.
Also, Lord AJ had jumped into go get an update of Anguirus.
Anguirus?
Sure.
Anguirus,
Anguirus, there you go.
aka Godzilla's best bud.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the two fought each other in the second Godzilla movie ever, and then afterwards they just became friends. We got a lot of environmental storytelling on this level too. We had some burn marks on a wall, and now blood splatter here.
Yeah,
Oopsie.
blood from whom? Like the humans
The red
who were
ones.
here?
I
Like,
don't
this
know.
place is mostly robots.
Do the red ones bleed red? I don't know.
Well, there are human hostages that we keep rescuing, so
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that
maybe.
sucks.
Like
Man, that
just
sucks.
blood on the walls. Like I know the robots went berserk, so like I guess it makes sense. But I would expect that kind of visual thing either constantly or never. Like it's weird to have it now, like in the
Yeah.
last third of the game.
It's a bloated strawberry jam.
Yeah, it's like
raspberry.
standards.
There's only one man who would dare use raspberry.
Yeah.
Lone Star.
Jammed.
You're getting better at not going directly in the line of fire.
Well, it helps when they don't when I actually have room to maneuver.
Yeah, that's fair.
It kind of makes me think of Doom, where like the bigger, badder monsters are actually easier to deal with because the little human guys are hit scan with their pistols and shotguns. Like the shotgun guy is like the scariest enemy in the game, and he's one of the first things you see.
Yep. Hit scanners. Also, wow, we need to recharge energy.
Like Baron of Hell, whatever. I'll sidestep their fireballs, no problem.
Exactly. Civvy11, whenever he's done Doom videos, he has what he calls our recurring segment, humiliating the cyber demon, and he takes the cyber demon out by punching it.
Yeah, you just strafe. But like I've seen speedruns of Doom, and any room that has a bunch of humans is like the room to fear.
Yep. Whoop. Tim Johnson, we are not talking Doctor Who spoilers for the evening, so try to
Oh no, this isn't Tim Johnson. This is Jared.
Sorry, Jared Zeimer. The chat window here has both of your YouTube symbols, but different letters but same color. So I got confused there. The cyber demon never expected you to walk sideways.
It's pretty funny, actually. This is a deep cut that, I mean, it's somewhat relatable, but nobody's played the damn game. But one of the Kingsfield games, I think Kingsfield 2, for PS1, the instruction manual actually tells you, as a strategy, to circle strafe. It doesn't use that phrasing, but it's like, oh, if you go sideways and then you turn, you can avoid the enemy. And, like, circle strafing breaks so many games, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't have any opinions on comic books because I don't read comic books.
Yeah, only weirdos read comic books.
I mean, I used to read comic books back in my weirdo phase, but I'm no longer a weirdo. So.
I feel like only losers would read comic books, especially not talk about them at length and have opinions about them.
And get paid for it? That would be stupid.
That would be really stupid.
My birthday.
No, around here it's all video games all the time, which is why I am working on a Metal Gear Solid review next.
I was gonna say, which is why I'm here.
Yeah, right. No, I don't really read that many comic books anymore. I just kind of fell off of it because, like, the problem with living in the internet age is there's so much damn media to consume, and it's hard.
It is.
Yeah, what Crimson said about, I actually forgot if this was on the stream or before the stream, but like following 3 TV shows at any given time, like that's me with video games. There's what I'm Let's Playing, there's what I'm streaming, and there's what I'm playing for like leisure.
Right, and it's like really difficult to keep up with that because like not only do I just watch TV shows, like I'm currently playing Cereza and the Lost Demon Bayonetta Origins with my wife.
I should try that one.
It's a lot of fun, actually. I've enjoyed it.
I've only played Bayonetta 1.
Did you? She has all of them.
I have all of them, but I only played the first one.
Fair enough. The one cool thing about Bayonetta Origins, which spoiler for a game that came out last year, I guess, that like you control both the demon and Cereza at the same time. So sometimes, like, my wife is better at it than I am because I keep forgetting that when I am the demon that she summoned, I fucking keep forgetting I have the action button. So I don't press the action button, so she keeps taking it back from me. And going, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's just fair. But yeah, I play that, and then I also have my other games that I play. Like right now, I'm currently playing through... Oh, what the hell am I playing through? I'm playing Palia, and I'm still trying to finish Pokemon before the next Pokemon comes out, so I have only until October 16th.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. I'm probably only going to get it for the Switch, though, because I don't think I'm going to have enough money to get a Switch 2 yet.
Yeah, likewise, I'm only getting the Switch version. Good, I'm on my way.
Yeah, in my case, I'm playing like Super Mario RPG's remake because I've been wanting to play that. And then there's what I'm streaming. I'm doing Suikoden 5, The Messenger, and I actually just finished Onimusha 3, so I'll be doing something new on Wednesday.
Nice.
Onimusha 3, man. Feels good. Best opening sequence, like on PS2, maybe in a game. Or opening FMV,
Yeah.
I should say. Opening sequence is pretty standard fare.
ZachFan92, Linkara, did the original run of the Warlord have much crossover with other DC stuff? I don't know if the original run of Warlord did, but Warlord, tended to work better, at least in terms of popularity, quote unquote, when he was just a supporting character who showed up occasionally when like other characters went to Scartaris, and the guy kept getting, I think what's his face Warlord kept getting dethroned. Like it was like, I feel like that don't quote me on it because I never read the stories, but it feels like every time that people would visit Scartaris, somehow he was no longer in charge of Scartaris anymore.
Amazing.
Like that just kept happening. But of course, I'm probably misremembering because I'm not that familiar with it, but that's what it feels like.
Also, Jay points out about Onimusha 3, it has Jean Reno, which is a plus, and yes, it does, and yes, it is.
It's genre savvy?
What was it?
Genre savvy?
No, Jean Reno.
Yeah, Jean Reno, the guy,
okay, Jean Reno.
the French actor.
Yeah.
The guy in, oh god, oh, this should be obvious. But what was the name of that Luc Besson movie where Gary Oldman goes, "Get me everyone!" Like that movie?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't actually remember the name of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Oh, thank you, Leon the Professional. Yes.
Yeah, Leon the Professional.
What a clip! Everyone. It's so good.
Ooh, Mega Missile.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, multiple people are pointing it out in chat, but yeah, it is sometimes called Leon the Professional, and it is sometimes called The Professional.
Man, I haven't seen that movie in forever.
But it's weird because Jean Reno plays himself in that game. Like, well, he doesn't play himself. He plays a character, Jacques. But like, he himself is voicing the character when he speaks in French. But when an intermediary comes in to translate everything into one language, so everybody can speak in English, so as not to be disorienting for the player, the English voice actor is not Jean Reno.
Oh, that's messed up. It should be Jean Reno.
Yeah, I mean, he comes back to French at the very end, so I was like, yeah, he's back, but still.
Fair enough.
Just keep recharging.
Daniel Brandt says, R.I.P. Simpsons composer Alf Clausen, the guy who made a catchy tune about turning animals into clothes. Yeah, that is the best song ever.
Yeah, Alf Clausen was so good at his job, and I heard that he got fired at some point. Just because, just a money-saving thing. And you can tell, because, later Simpsons episodes have a lot less music in them. It's actually kind of distracting how quiet they are.
Yeah.
This level is characterized by so many rooms where you have to go in through a door and then look up.
Yeah.
Because that's where all the enemies are.
It's very like Ocarina of Time. Like, did you know you can look up and down for this dungeon? Did you know you could aim in the first person with your bow and you could look up? Well, what's
Oh
the
my
puzzle?
God.
Oh, you should be right. Every other Zelda game ever made, but you can look up.
Next problem, I gotta figure out where the hell the exit is.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I'm probably gonna get off of here though, because it's 9 o'clock and I gotta get up early to go to work. So
all good.
I'm gonna plug my shit real quick, and then you can read that super chat, and I'm out of here. So, plugging my shit real quick. I just released a new episode for patrons. Sorry it's not available yet because it's been copyright claimed, but I'm hoping it'll be re-released from that this week, and then everybody should get it on Friday as long as, the claim stops being claimed. Other than that, I will be streaming Tuesday. Lotus, are you gonna be late?
Good question. I'll check real quick, but I think I will be late, but let me find out.
All right,
Yeah,
well, Lotus will be there on Tuesday eventually, I guess.
I'll be late, yeah.
All right, good night, chat. See you guys later.
Night, Crimson.
Good night.
All right, Benjamin Hall giving us the deets here on Warlord. Warlord is Travis Morgan. His locale is either another dimension found through the center of the Earth or inside the Earth in a hollow Earthway. It is connected to ancient Atlantis. He does not age. Yeah, I thought there's the exit. I thought so. And I thought that that his name like started with T. I could not remember what his real name was.
Travis is a name that comes up multiple times in Suda51's games, once in Killer 7, and of course the main character in the No More Heroes trilogy.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
God damn it. See, everything is shaking, so it's easier for me to get hit on the geometry.
Yeah, that is frustrating.
Well, it's to add a little bit more difficulty for the escape, but I don't mind it that much as long as I know where the hell I'm going. Which, in this case, that was a painful beginning, but honestly, this is pretty good.
Yeah, get lost, whatever planet. This is what, Uranus?
I think it's Uranus and, Miranda Mine. Vega, we're moving! Oh, crap, not again. Oh, I love that you guys remember the deep cuts.
Yeah, Uranus orbit, there you go.
I've explained this before. Do you remember why Phala says, crap, not again? I'll see if chat remembers why he says that. Yep, we're still in Uranus orbit. Hostages should become more apparent. Material defenders, stay alert. Report when Oberon mine. MN3377 is clear.
More apparent? That the hostages are just like in the front door.
Huh. Oh, it's a shaft. Okay.
Shut your mouth.
Tealied is correct because of Joe. So we made a video celebrating Angry Joe's birthday early on, and Phalos, and he had just moved into his new blue screen environment with the Angry Joe orbital station. And so his old set, which was like a bunker, like Phalos for his video, like went in and took over his old base. It's like, now I'm in charge here, and then his base self-destructed.
Oh, nice.
And thus, when I did the I'm moving for the first time, I just said, oh wow, the exit's right here. I decided to have some fun with that by yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen to my old set. And then Phalos comes in on a green screen of my set. Now that Linkara's gone, I'm taking over. Self-destruct sequence activated.
And Phalos is the big Resident Evil guy, so he knows all about dealing with self-destruct sequences.
Yep. How many levels did you say were left in the game?
Oh jeez. I'll check real quick.
All the green, it's like blending into it too.
Okay, so Uranus, you just beat Miranda Mine, right? You're on
yes. Now I'm in a big circle. Benjamin Hall, the same self-destruct sequence moves with you. Yep.
But you're in the Oberon Mine now?
Yes.
Okay, so 9 levels, including the one you're playing.
Okay.
Well, actually, that's not true. This game does have secret levels, and if you're not doing those, then... No, okay, no, it's 9 levels, excluding the secret ones.
Yeah, because I'm not doing any of the secret levels.
Okay, yeah, so 9, including Oberon Mine.
Alright.
So it looks like Okay, it's generally 3 or 4 levels per planet, except for, I guess, Venus and Mercury only had 2 per.
Okay. Behind me. Other way. That will look sick.
Yeah, it's got green walls. It's a nice change of pace.
It's very green, yes. I think I actually do kind of like that.
Like, there comes a point where it's like, yup. Like, I remember a long time ago where Yahtzee, of formerly of Zero Punctuation, was talking about like old Quake, where you go through a brown castle, to a green church, to another brown castle.
Yep.
And it's also very Kingsfield. Everything is just brown hallways until later games where you, God forbid, actually go outside.
One of my favorite quotes from an old episode. It's brown! Everything in this comic is brown!
Yep.
Running into everything. Where is the door? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're getting our full 360-degree movement going with this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm going to save right here.
Yeah, couldn't hurt.
Because actually, not only do I have over 100 energy and shields, but, like, I'm well into the map here. Okay, so door behind me leading to another part of the corridor. Let's take a gander. I already have 10,000 Vulcan rounds. Let's use some of those then.
Here we go. Those little spider creatures are so crazy. Wait, didn't you have 100 shields a second ago?
The Mega Missile at close range.
Okay, I was like, wait.
Yeah, that's my own fault there. Man, we are probably not going to play Descent 2 on stream, but I am still looking forward to playing it to gather footage for that, because just like the quality of life improvements. I know I keep saying that like every one of these, but it is really a step up from Descent 1 to Descent 2.
Also, Sidekick Nick says, speaking of old jokes, anybody else remember, how did you get in here? Through the door.
Through the door. The door right there? The one he's standing in? He got through the door. Yeah, that's from Ultimate. That was from Ultimates 3, I want to say, where like Dr. Doom asked Ben Grimm, "How did you get in here?" When Ben Grimm is standing in a doorway to the outside. Like the door was clearly not locked. Just like
I still like that. I think it might have been the Naked Gun. Who are you? How did you get in here? I'm a locksmith, and
I'm the locksmith.
I'm a locksmith.
That's such a good one. Alright, there's a yellow key over there on that side, so how do I get over there? That corridor, okay. This is a great gag in that one too, where like Sultry Woman comes in to order some fresh set of keys, and I'd like to have those delivered. Yes, ma'am. She leaves the store. Cut to the next scene. It took me 2 weeks to find out where her apartment was because she didn't tell me where she lived.
Nice.
Stupid geometry.
Yeah, nothing kills your momentum quite like clipping a corner.
Cloaked enemy is really annoying. Okay. We have not gone through that door? Or have we? We haven't. So this door over here. Hello. Yoink. It's a lot of areas we have not been to, but like they are like identical to other areas we've been to.
I'm curious where the core is going to be, because the exit was right by the entrance. I wonder
Yeah,
how deep you have to go.
God, I hope that's not going to be really annoying. So I'd imagine the core is probably down farthest away. So what I imagine is the core will be will be this area below here, and we just have one straight shot up the central shaft into the exit. At least that's how I imagine it'll be. And I think we'll be able to finish this map before the end of the night. Beyond that, I do not know, because we got another hour to go. Not from atop fourth wall, but how did you get past security? His fortress is impenetrable. Door was unlocked. Son of a...
Yeah, that's like in Seinfeld. I don't remember the exact line, but like this is one of the highest, like most state-of-the-art, expensive locks. It's capable of blocking out this, that, and the other thing, but it just has one glaring flaw. The door must be closed!
Good times. Great oldies. Cool 108. There we go. Okay, blue key, so we can go down the central shaft now. Yup. Okay. Hate it when they sneak up behind me. They're gonna miss a lock on me. They are probably going to get killed, and it might be smart to get killed.
At the end of your review of this series, are you going to proudly display your place on the leaderboard with a score of 0?
Naturally.
Ah, I didn't place. Damn. Maybe next time.
Well, I'm first in my heart.
Of all the cheaters, you're number 1. Damn, these things really don't play.
And of course, the nice thing about this layout is that it's easy to come back.
Yeah, this looks like the kind of level that just keeps looping around itself, so it looks like once you finally make every single possible turn, you're probably going to end up right about where you started. It's just like Ariamis, the painted world of Ariamis in Dark Souls.
I never actually played Dark Souls.
You know what I'm talking about. Mega Timmy Tommy says, anyone see that movie, The Black Phone? Nope.
I have not. I know generally the plot of it, thanks to Wikipedia. I'm just gonna die and die and die because of this stupid robot creator.
I pretty much know what happens, but I haven't seen the movie. Like, I just don't watch many movies anymore. And Zach Fett says, enjoy the last Livestream remake. Any chance you'll do that Captain N comic you covered? That was funny.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be, that's one on the docket. The manga are the ones that are the hardest ones to redo because of, you know, because I keep saying this, the manga is what actually got me a copyright strike for printed media, which is the Uzumaki stuff, which included the live show. They actually included, that was one of the things they claimed. So that's probably never going to reappear there. I'll probably do that as just like a private live show from now on, just like, you know, not filmed. But one of the ones the two ones that I do definitely want to do are Skate Man, which never made it to like a video adaptation, you know, video form. I didn't record those, or if I did, it was always in smaller conventions where there wasn't anyone there, so it wasn't very entertaining. Like part of the appeal of watching a live show that's recorded is feeling like you're part of the crowd by laughing along with them. But if it's a small crowd, it feels weird just to have very little laughter.
Yeah, there's 3 people like politely chuckling. It's like, huh. A couple more super chats. Benjamin Hall says, your government buddy Alan has been watching old movies on 4-Star Bento.
Yep. I'm trying to remember which one they watched recently. I saw that recommended to me.
And Chaos Nightmare says, you know, I'm surprised Linkara still has a career after saying what he said to 2090s kid. People have been canceled for less.
Look, it's it was a normal faux pas. I'm not gonna repeat the horrible slur I said in that episode.
And Big Jack Films says, hey Lewis, happy June. Any updates on the next storyline?
GSR and I are talking about it. I need to film something for that, and hopefully sooner rather than later. It's just, I've been working on other side stuff, including the secret project, which I actually posted to an edited bit of that for Lotus and Crimson earlier, before we started the stream.
My god, this room is just...
Freaking die! Oh my god! So anyway, I want to get back to storyline. Trust me, I've written a whole bunch. And we need to get storyline back up and running because there are plot points in this that are relevant for the 20th anniversary. We've also got the 800th episode coming up, so I gotta get to work on some of that. Okay, have we circumnavigated this? Do we have the yellow key yet?
I like this map. What does this map look like? I mean, I guess it just looks like a classic space station, right?
Yep. So, okay, the yellow key is actually over there back above where we were. So I gotta go up there and try to grab it. Go in here just for safety for a minute. Okay. Everything's a bit more compact, so it's harder to tell where stuff is. Alright, so if I go out the outer ring to the left there, the yellow key is hidden in that area to the side. Probably requires a secret to get into. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. Oh.
Big Jack Film says, I know the feeling. Almost done my long-awaited retrospective of the Star Wars prequel trilogy. On to episode 3. It's a monster of a storyline in the reviewerverse.
Yep.
Bet it is.
Okay. Okay, so yellow key's over there. I just gotta figure out how to get in there.
vexatious.
Whoop. No, I thought that opened. Hey, who's joining us?
Joining us. Oh, Xander's here after all. Really?
It's Andrew.
Hello, everybody! Ooh, that's why I was summoned, because green level.
Naturally.
I don't care what anybody says. Green is a creative color.
I get it.
Nah.
Now
But yeah, how
let's
we doing
all
so far?
agree to never be creative again.
So how was the descent?
We are prepared for it.
Went through a level.
Alrighty.
We're on level, I believe, 2 of 4 of Uranus.
Okay.
Of Uranus? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a
Yeah,
door.
Clearly it says Oberon Mine. We beat the Miranda Mine, so we're now on Oberon Mine.
Okay, actually, this might be weird, but I think we have to go down into the blue, back into the blue key area, go around the outer ring, and then go up and over. Because there is a door down here. I don't know if you can see that. That green square is a door. And that will lead up into the yellow key. I like this map, but it is a little bit easy to get turned around.
Yeah. I just pray that these maps will get easier from now on, like in the later levels.
It is technically easier, and especially the last map was actually relatively simple. No, the problem is just that there are so many of them, and it's very easy to get turned around.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
the
out
maps are
here.
not as labyrinthine, but surviving them is another story.
Turn to the
Also,
left.
the infamous Mike Manhattan says, "Can you believe that Spider-Man: One More Day came out 18 years ago? People to this day are still asking Marvel to bring marriage back. I don't think it's happening."
I don't think
After
so
18
either,
years, yeah.
but you never know.
You never know.
Yeah,
Stranger
maybe it'll be
things
like
have
that
happened.
Marvel DC thing where like just the jerks leave and they're like, finally, I'm writing in that they got remarried.
Something. I don't know. Even a Spider-Man reader, and after learning about that, I'm like, what the fart?
I was correct.
At least bring May back. I kind of disagree with that one. I'm gonna be weird when I say this, but like, when you have like an old character and stuff like that, like, and like they're getting close to the point where like they're. Okay, I'm gonna be weird when I say this. That kind of thing should be like a motivator for Peter to grow up, kind of thing. Like, it's time for him to move on and like need to take care of things. Like the person that he loves now should be his wife, and like and stuff like that. And don't get, and I'm not being. Forgive me for being weird when I say that, but like, it's always important to like. It is an important lesson to like to let go of the people that you love, and knowing that like it's just something that's gonna happen.
I think he means
Then
May.
again,
I think they mean Mayday.
Oh, my bad.
I'm pretty sure Aunt May is still alive.
Seriously?
Yeah,
What is
I
she, like,
think so.
104?
I don't really follow that much Spider-Man other than to know that people are still mad about Paul.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Dang nabbit.
Okay, we're making progress. We're making progress. Okay, now then. Yeah, I think you're right. There's the red door, so once we blow the cord, just a straight shot up into the exit. So yellow door was over there. Both lead there? They do. Okay, there's a red yellow area. Where's the yellow door? What the hell?
There's more to explore?
Oh, there's plenty more to explore.
Holy fart.
There it is.
Danger.
Glad they let us know about that.
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't have assumed there was danger here.
You know what, fair?
Okay, back the way we came. Where's our stuff?
Where are things and stuff and stuff and things? Oh my god.
Okay, it wasn't that way, although the red key is apparently right there. Might as well grab it. Oh, hey.
Ooh. Smart missile.
Yep. Alright, so where's our corpse?
That's a sentence that's said today.
So I want to pick up all of our stuff. There it is.
There's your corpse. And there's the thing that made your corpse.
Okay, get back to central shaft, blow the core, get out of here.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Let's do it.
The yellow key area is very twisty.
Those missiles went to college.
Because they never missed a course.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, they're only book smart. They're not street smart. Whoop, ah. Okay, central shaft, down into red key area.
The infamous Mike Manhattan says, the thing with Paul is he was made by the higher-ups to get people mad on purpose. They get mad and people talk about the book. ASM is still the highest-selling comic, despite fans disdain it.
Is it? Because I've heard actually that sales have actually dropped into the toilet.
I don't know. I don't know all this stuff.
I do not know anything.
Last time I saw Paul, it was in Deus Ex, baby.
Last time I ever heard of Paul was from the Bible. And that's all I got.
Well, that's the Spider-Man reference on purpose, because you have Peter, you have Paul...
Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Oh my god, really?
Yep.
Oh my god!
I didn't even pick... I strangely didn't pick up on the Mary part, but I did get Peter and Paul.
Well, at least your corpse is near your objective.
Yep. Like I said, it's just a straight shot down. I was right.
So this is like the painted world of Ariamis. You know. The painted world of Ariamis.
I don't know what
I
that
don't understand your reference.
Painted world. But no, there's a level in Dark Souls where it's just a bunch of concentric circles, and you keep opening doors from one to the next, so when you're actually ready to go to the boss, it's just a straight line. Hooray, take that, Oberon.
It's Oberon! I have the high ground!
Hey,
That made no sense whatsoever.
that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
I don't get that joke.
Long
Like, I don't
time.
get it. Processing station Otomo, Uranus orbit, BTMC headquarters. Proceed to Platinum Mine MN7871 on Oberon. Satellites report indicate an increase in hostility and intelligence in infected mechs. Some have been seen carrying access keys. Be aware.
Kill an enemy for the key. But yeah, so you're still dealing with Oberon. It's Oberon Platinum now.
Alright, let's platinum this level.
They're just coming out of the woodwork right out of the gate.
Yep.
Of course, a robot maker right here too. Right near the start. This level is gonna suck.
So many robot makers, good lord.
Yeah, there was a bit of that with the Miranda level too. There's just always a robot spawners, makers, whatever. It's just like, come on, man.
Ah, smart.
Yeah, you know what? I don't use the mines a lot, so why not just put them in the spot that's going to annoy the enemies?
Enemy's gonna be like, oh man, I can't wait. Oh man, I can't wait to kill this guy. Oh my god, why is this mine here? Good lord, it's like they want to give you a challenge or something, and they. There you go.
And of course, there's a little bastard here that is spawning his own mines.
Yeah, it's most
He's
irritating.
oh my god, he's a Minecrafter.
You're fired.
Then fired by AtopTheFourthWall. I'm putting that on my resume. I don't know why, but I.
And then your boss will be like, "Who?"
So what did you do? I made a pun, one pun.
What was the pun? It was about a robot making mines, and then like I made a Minecraft joke.
Yeah, then your boss was like, you're fired.
I don't even work for you yet.
Oh, hold on a second. You're hired. Yes, you're fired. Damn it!
My god, these things suck.
They do. And it's again tight corridors
And there's your higher enemy intelligence.
with a bunch of teleporters right at the start. This might be the worst level, depending
This
on
is
how
pretty
things
rough.
go. Oh my god! Stop spawning these things!
Lord, oh my god!
Why do they take so many hits?
I don't know.
Laser cannon, just forget it.
I hate everything. This is hell. Now when people ask us what hell is like, we'll be able to know. Ah!
I have seen hell, and it is Oberon Platinum.
Do you see how this
Mine,
guy is blue?
80%.
Yeah, I see the blue little guy.
I will give you credits to Navy Beans. He's got the blue key.
Wait a minute. Does that look like Poyo? Good.
One of them will get it.
Yep, blue key.
Hooray. Easy.
Found the key, found the key. Oh, what happy we be.
No, not that happy.
Yeah, you don't quite have this sense of pride and accomplishment.
Well, because they're still spawning these little bastards.
Yeah, these things really, really suck. Spawning things that spawn things is less than fun.
My God, this is this game's version of the Robo match when you think about it. No. Oh my God. I'm horrible in thinking this, but this is what happens if Poyo mated with a Robomat.
Oh my God.
That's disturbing and awful, and I should be fired.
Yes, so you are.
Yeah, you're fired.
Oh my God. Okay, let's actually look at the map for a second. Okay, the blue key is over. Blue door is over there. I'm going over there and hopefully getting away from all this.
That was a gauntlet all by itself.
Let's take a left.
Whew.
This is a level that hates us personally.
Apparently.
Whatever your bosses are paying you for doing this entire game, it's not enough.
It is not enough.
We're gonna die. And we did.
Like, God, consider the future!
Yeah.
Okay. So, right turn, straight down. I'm ignoring you.
Ignore me! Taka.
Going down into that blue door. And you can go to hell.
Go to
Hi.
Robot.
Oh my God.
Enough of you.
We still got another 40 minutes left.
Yeah.
Is there a shortcut I can take? Not really.
Oh, God. Disorienting.
This is it. This is hell. Now when people ask us what hell is like, we can tell them.
I'm just thinking of I never did see the whole movie, but the second Bill and Ted movie, where it goes, yo, I forgot who was talking to who, but like, yo, Ted, what? Hell sucks. It's like, thanks.
Yep.
Get alt control deleted.
There is blue. Oh my God, how do I keep ending up back here?
I don't know. Oh. Please tell me those mines are like friendly fire towards their own kind.
Nope. You can easily kill yourself with your own mines.
Well, I mean, can the robots who made their own mines also die by their own mines?
Yeah, they can die by their own mines, I think.
Okay, I was about to say.
The problem is they're spawning in like yo new ones constantly.
Oh my God. Wow. That was a trip.
Okay. Yummy, crunchy shields. I'm gonna go up.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. Too many of these enemies.
I'm inclined to agree. Okay, here we go again.
Honestly, at this point, if Doom Guy was playing this, he'd just like jump out of the ship and just like start ripping and tearing.
Yep, unfortunately we do not have that option.
We do not. Yeah, speaking of Doom, I've been having fun playing more of it for what I was doing, so it's really fun.
Nice. I still cannot afford it right now, unfortunately. Like I said, this month finances are very tight. Like the payout for revenue for episodes was considerably lower than normal. So I should survive, but I have like not a lot of leeway, and I've made a couple of mistakes already.
Oh god.
That I need to correct. I'm gonna frickin' die right here. I hate these guys. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
Linkara hates these bad guys.
They fire concussion missiles and nothing else.
Oh dear god, that's awful.
And we are in very close proximity, and it feels like the hitbox is larger than it should be. Like mine is. Give me the shields.
Give us all the good stuff.
This map's getting a little too big.
It's too big, it's too annoying, it's too enclosed and cramped, and too many deaths already. This is what, yeah, so like, this is like evidence in my mind that, yeah, we were right to cheat and turn on extra lives, because this is bad.
Yeah, this level alone is bananas.
Like, if the robot rechargers had, like, a set amount and then they died, that would be one thing. But I actually can't find the evidence that's the case. In fact, they seem to still be respawning, like, every single time I respawn. Turn right. Yellow key. Hooray!
Very nice. Very nice. Good news. This means you could go somewhere else.
Indeed. We got the hiccups now.
Not the hiccups.
Red key.
Wow, kind of protection. All right.
I know, but that means that like I have all three keys, so I can just go straight to the boss and the exit to get out of this awful stage.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it.
You're always excited to be a part of it. It's an exciting life we lead.
Indubitably.
Okay. So what's the chat saying? How are they doing?
A bunch of responses about, I wonder if he hates him.
Well, Linkara, do you hate them?
I hate them.
I was gonna say, I totally missed it. I'm gonna need you to repeat it. Yay, you're stuck.
You know, when you really think about it, Descent is a roguelike. We get a little bit farther each time we play through it, and we learn new things that help us the next time around.
Oh, hey, humans.
I'm gonna die.
Don't do
I
that.
do
Not
quite
you.
like roguelites, though. I should do more Dead Cells. I only dabbled in that game, but it's really good.
You know what I've actually wanted to play recently?
Oh,
Because I've been watching like a 7-hour retrospective on all the games. Castlevania.
Yeah, fortunately, almost the entire series is available via Classic Collection. I think some of the only things that are missing are PS2 games and onward.
And the only annoying thing for me is that like I prefer having physical copies. So like
Yeah,
I wish listed on my Amazon the Game Boy Advance collection, but I don't think the DS I don't know if the DS collection ever made it to a physical copy.
No, it did, but it and the I think the Classic Collection and the Dominus Collection, I think those were all via
Limited run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because I actually do have those physicals, but they were from Limited Run.
I suppose I could just whip out my DS because I did play Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia. And I have physical copies of those. My God.
You know what's cool is, you might know this already, but whatever the last GBA title was, if you have an original model DS, you could put that GBA game into it and then play, whatever the first DS game was called, a title that no doubt has a D and an S in its name, but you could get like a little bonus for having done that.
Nice. Dawn of Sorrow, I think is what the first
Dawn
one.
of Sorrow, thank you. So Area of Sorrow into Dawn of Sorrow.
Yep.
It's like having like save data on a memory card, except this time it's having the GBA cartridge in your old DS.
That was always fun when the DS and with the GBA cartridge actually like unlocked stuff.
Yeah, there's like a whole map or set of maps or something. If you do Advance Wars, I think 2 into Dual Strike. It's like there's these totally secret maps that you didn't know existed. You just do it.
I got turned around. We need another Advance Wars game.
Tell you what, we kind of had one. It's called Battalion Wars on the GameCube.
Yeah, but I want like a proper one. I was willing to accept Bloodstained Ritual of the Night as a substitute for 2D Castlevania games, just because the
Still EGA, it's just legally distinct Castlevania.
yeah, just legally distinct Castlevania, and it's and honestly, and Konami is Konami, and Konami is the worst and makes terrible decisions. So I was like, you know what? I'm willing to accept this, but
Yeah, it's very good.
But like with other games, like I don't want the substitute for them. I want another game in the actual proper thing, because it's like authenticity. You can't substitute Pokemon with Pal World or Monster Rancher or whatever. I want Pokemon.
Yeah, but the irony here is that the substitute is the real thing. Like, this is the original creator. It's the same thing for like Eiyuden Chronicles. As much as I would love another Suikoden, this is made by the Suikoden guys. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm on board.
That's the thing. That's the thing with Bloodstained. Bloodstained really is just Castlevania.
Yeah, it's Castlevania that he's not allowed to call Castlevania. Like, all the enemy types are things you recognize. They look just different enough, but you know what they really are, etc., etc. It's great. And he made Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, which is, NES Castlevania, which is awesome as well.
Yeah, I've put that on my wish list too, because I never played that, and I think that'd be fun to play.
What's interesting about it is that the bosses in Curse of the Moon and Ritual of the Night are the same. They're just 2D and 3D, or like better graphic or whatever, versions of themselves. Like NES versus current gen. It's a clever interpretation. Like the actual game, the levels are very different, but the bosses are like, different version of the same thing you already know.
That's kind of the case with Castlevania as it is, though, because Castlevania is while there are certainly original enemies, there are some staples of the series that just keep coming back, like Death.
Yeah, the bosses keep coming back. Death comes back. Frankenstein's monster comes back.
Yep. Okay.
When are we gonna fight Cthulhu?
I feel like we did fight Cthulhu in one of the games.
Oh, really?
I don't think that's come up.
Not exactly Cthulhu, but like legally distinct Cthulhu.
I don't even know if that's come up. There's like that Egyptian monster in Symphony of the Night. There's Grand Falloon, but that's not Cthulhu. That's like the scariest shit I've ever seen.
Okay, over and down. Yeah. Frickin' geometry. Just trying to rescue the hostages!
Get in there.
Hey, who's joining us?
Hello, J-Man. Yeah, sometimes bosses are demoted to enemies like the creature, which is the Frankenstein's monster.
Yep.
What's up?
Hey, J-Manor, how you doing?
Over here.
Okay, there is the exit.
Just trying to watch the previous stream to see how my voice sounded in the stream. I tried to find myself, and I couldn't find me anywhere, and I was realizing maybe I didn't talk.
I haven't posted. The thing is, I haven't posted up last week's stream yet. It is if you can exit from the playlist, but I forgot to make it public. Oh my God! Why are you still here?
Welcome back.
Yeah, I realized too late that I was watching the wrong stream.
Ah. I'm leaving this area.
Yeah, I sounded very echoey. Sorry. Just as expected. I was in a very close room.
Also, Zach Fett says, I'd love for Cthulhu to come fight Linkara, only if you'd like, bitch, please, I killed your big brother. Wait a minute, Linkara's never fought Azathoth.
Wait, is that with the same tone as, wait a minute, that's not the wallet, Inspector?
It's so stupid. I just love the implication. Like, there is a wallet inspector, but that wasn't him. Like, I was fooled.
Either there is a wallet inspector, or Homer has fallen for this several times.
Yeah, that wasn't the wallet inspector.
Alright. So, left turn.
Oh. Okay, Classic Watcher is saying the actual Cthulhu-looking enemy, it's called Malachi, and in Japan, Cthulhu was renamed to Devil in Order of Ecclesia. Fair enough, I haven't seen that game.
Order of Ecclesia is great.
Yeah,
oh my God!
The PS2 games. Fun fact, the only Castlevania games I've played all the way through, I mean, I guess we can, if I did Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 1 and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, if you count those, but the only two games called Castlevania that I've actually beaten are the Nintendo 64 one and the Japanese arcade rail shooter.
What is hitting? Oh, there's fire missiles through the...
Well, that's a pickle.
What time?
Captain Avenger, would you be interested in playing Doom Eternal on YouTube?
Certainly.
Have fun with those platforming sections with the grapple.
I have Doom Eternal. I just haven't Doom Dark Ages. I don't have yet because I do not have $70 to spare this month. Maybe next month, but we will see.
I need to buy Doom Dark Ages now.
I'm telling you, man. Just link up send a PayPal and the money will flow in.
Well, I prefer, if people are going to spend money for me, I would rather they get something out of it, hence, the store, or signing up for the Patreon. I don't want to ask money for nothing. I want people to actually get something out of it. I hate you!
And chicks for free?
Ah!
Oh, but Link, Linkara, we are paying you for something. We're paying that you continue to be an awesome entertainer and a fun content creator to watch.
Die! That's it. I'm just gonna get myself killed. Just frickin' kill me. Just frickin' kill me, you stupid little thing. Are there two of you? There are two of you now.
There's two of them.
There are two now. There are two now. There are two now.
I think Linkara's rage broke, chat.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Pride Month. Buy some Pride Robo-Bats.
I'm leaving this fucking level.
Ah! Okay, right turn, straight on.
Yeah, I think Linkara was too enraged to have caught my sweet Dire Straits reference.
I caught it. I just have nothing to say.
Oh. What if I told you Dire Straits was in JoJo?
You
married-
mother-loving piece of... You followed me in through the door. I'm gonna become the frickin' Joker.
People like the bar recently.
Yeah, the Star Trek.
One.
You stupid things. Stupid. Stupid.
Your stupid minds. Stupid.
Like, that clip had me laughing out loud when I first saw that. It's just... We have dropped all semblance of higher intelligence. Stupid. Stupid. It's so funny.
Oh,
I'm
Plan
gonna
9.
be honest, when I saw Plan 9 as a kid, I legitimately thought it was a really good movie, not realizing it was a B film.
Well, yeah, because when you're a child, you don't have as high a standards.
Yeah, I only ever saw it on riff tracks, but like I did not need the riff tracks to laugh out loud at that stupid part. It was so funny. Your stupid mind. That's so good.
There.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
We're even.
Okay, just to make sure the path is clear. So I'm going to try to ignore all the enemies that I'm sure are still spawning.
Then suddenly, boom.
Okay, down through the red door, take a right. There.
Hey, first try.
This level is over.
We platinumed this level.
Your next mission is like, oh wait, you missed one. Go back.
No.
I don't care about how bad the pay is. I don't want to go back.
I don't want to descend into badness.
Okay, we've done Oberon. We are now Iron Man. Oh, God damn it!
Yep, you did Oberon. You did Miranda. You did Oberon. You did Oberon Platinum, and now you're doing Oberon. Enjoy.
Just you can't see
This
me
is-
right
I
now,
believe
Lotus,
the
but my hands around your neck.
I think this is the last Uranus mission, by the way.
Here's hoping. Like the first, like the one before this one was actually fine. I actually quite enjoyed the layout of that.
Yeah, so maybe this one will be good. I believe you have 4 for Uranus, 4 for Neptune, and I think 3 for Pluto.
Sounds about right.
And
Hey, we
T
reset.
Elite
We at least we reset our shields and energy.
Yes. And T Elite says Endor had his fun. Time to read or listen to Jin's novel.
I'm gonna save right here after I destroy things.
After I destroy things.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah, right.
Listen.
Already, I feel like this is better because we don't have robot spawners right in our spawn room.
Yeah, that's absurd.
They keep doing that. They've done that a few times now, and it's always the worst.
So that means the level of difficulty is random?
I mean, it makes sense to be increasing difficulty, but there's difficult, and then there's just kind of unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a lot of struggle in the previous one, and this one you seem to handle it a lot better.
What I'm wondering, in fact, this is actually... God damn it! Xandru, no!
Xandru, yes.
So here's the other thing, Xandru, especially why you shouldn't do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to see that money for another 2 months.
Oh, God.
When payday's here, money for Doom the Dark Ages whatever you feel like buying. According to user X Andrew Productions.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, that X Andrew Productions, I think they seem like a really cool guy. And I am so happy to be their friend.
Man, this Xandru guy sounds really cool. Oh well.
Sounds like a cool guy and doesn't afraid of anything.
Oh, that's a deep cut.
Well, well, except for spiders.
I think Xandro Productions is a pretty cool guy. Wow, what was that for? Like Halo? I think Halo's a pretty cool guy.
It's like a radical dude is not afraid and doesn't afraid of anything.
Yeah, it was like I think Halo's a pretty cool guy. He like, what was it, like has big guns and doesn't afraid of anything?
Something like that. It's been so long.
Like he fights the flood and doesn't afraid of anything.
Hmm.
Plus, to be fair, like in the middle of the month, not only will I get work pay, but I'll also get like another payment of like of something I do online. So
Nice. In any case, though, thank you very much, sir. I really do appreciate it.
hey, no problem.
That being said, you should just buy the damn action figures.
Also, why would it take 2
late, I
months
already
to get
did.
money from Super
Fair
Chats?
enough.
Because that's how long it takes YouTube to pay out.
Yeah, YouTube pays out, so like any revenue I made in May, I'm not going to see until July.
Yeah, it's not like they take forever to process Super Chats. It's just there's a pay schedule, and that's what it is.
Yep.
Okay, so no,
So yeah, so my April revenue was actually very bad. Like that was the lowest it had been for all year. May was actually my highest paying all year.
oh sweet.
And it's also why Patreon is so essential, and why it sucks that Patreon has actually gone down a bit. I'm not sure what happened. I think people just realized that, like, I think everyone's just hurting for money right now.
Yeah.
Which is completely fair.
Which is, yeah, it's completely fair. It's why I'm not. It's why I'm very much of the attitude of, if you are going to give me money, I want you to get something out of it. Hence, merchandise or Patreon. You get benefits for these things. Like, if you're going to spend your money, spend money on something you get at something out of it. Yes, entertainment from me is wonderful. I am very proud of that. I am proud that I have inspired enough confidence in that. But I also know that life is rough right now, and I don't want you guys to break the bank on my account. At least the transactional aspect means that, hey, if I did, then you especially don't feel bad if like you suddenly like fall out of favor with me, like you suddenly decide, you know what, I don't like this guy anymore. And it's much easier to say, like, well, then I have no reason to spend money on him anymore. It's much easier just to pull that back versus, oh my god, I really like this person. It turns out I really hate them, and I wasted money on them. Not that I'm going to give you any reason to hate me, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Also, by the way, shout out to this level having open room so you can do things.
Oh my god! It's so nice to have freedom of movement! The maps that are just corridors are just the worst. There's like no room to maneuver, and bear in mind, I think a lot of this is laid out in terms of like people using joysticks, and I'm using keyboard and mouse because it feels more natural to me.
It feels so natural. Also, on that comment of like buying the action figures, I already did that.
Well, fair enough then. I'm hoping to do Wave 2 for Christmas, but we will see how that goes. Because the big thing I'm going to have to try to figure out, I want the next wave to be Vice, Linksano, and Harvey. And Linksano and Harvey, easy peasy. I already actually have Linksano's head that I accidentally created when I was first sculpting the heads.
Nice.
But Vice has some interesting challenges to him with the Easy 13 base, because I also have to. Where? Oh, they're cloaked.
No, I forgot there was a thing in this game.
Then the car started blasting.
And what was I saying? Present some interesting challenges just by virtue of it being of the weird shape of like the head. You know, like they spawned and the proximity mine did nothing. It blew up, but they're like heavily armored. But Vice's cape in particular, like I'm not sure how to incorporate that. I'm probably gonna look up what other people have done for the Easy 13 models to see if they've like ever incorporated a cape into the design. Obviously, I'm not gonna use their design because I can't legally do that. But it'll give me an idea of like how to do it because I'm a bit baffled. I had to redesign the neck for it when I did that too. Like I think I posted a picture of like, okay, if I just copy the exact neck design from the basic Easy 13 figure, this is what it looks like. Oh, Johnny Long Neck.
He sticks his neck out for you.
Hey, God blessed hit scanners.
So if Harvey would be part of the wave, it will make sense because at the same time you could promote again the Christmas album.
I could. The thing is, I don't really do a lot of promotion of the Christmas album just because, like, I could probably do it better if I did it again. Like that, like I really rushed the Christmas album to get it out because as my parents love to remind me, you're leaving money on the table. And so like I got that on December 23rd out of that year, but people still seem to like it. So hey, if they enjoy it, great.
Hey, I like it.
Will Alan get a figure, and will you have to pay your brother royalties? Well, that will be very odd to pay royalties for to my brother for Alan, considering that is Lana Pator of Team 4-Star, who is decidedly not my brother.
Yeah, but will you pay your brother royalties?
Oh, of course. I mean, he does enough of tech work for me.
I mean, maybe if you do another wave with the ghost spirits, maybe.
Say that one more time, J Manor.
The ghost spirits, if they had action figures, then maybe.
Yeah, I could do a figure of the Ghost of Christmas Present. That was my brother.
Yeah.
Along with
the get royalties.
See, this is why all the figures are going to be the ones played by me, because then I don't have to do likeness rights.
Right. Also, didn't your brother play, good old, what's his name?
Aplos, the wizard.
Oh, Steven, that's his name.
Yeah, Steven. Or Aplos. No, he's just your brother's best friend. Sorry, they look a little similar. No, it's no problem. People thought that Doug and I were siblings back in the day.
I'm not gonna lie. I will be honest. I kind of thought so too.
And that's fine. We did enough interactions with each other that I could believe that a thing happening like that. But no. We're all nerdy white guys. I know we all look alike.
No, he said his brother's best friends from the movies.
What does that make us? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
What you're about to become.
Frickin' hit scanner Vulcan, God bless it.
I jinxed it. So
No, it's fine. Well, you make a green futon playset. Good question. Next question.
There was a comment earlier. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, Zachfest says, will the Moarte figure come with a long...
Come with a long box. Oh my god.
That would be good. I need to make a long box model then too.
A mini long box.
Oh my god, are you gonna 3D print a long box thing just for put the toy in?
Well, not a big long box to put the toy in, but a long box accessory would be good for a Moarte figure.
Okay.
And like
Okay,
now that I know how to make bookmarks on the 3D printer, I could like make tiny comics to put inside of it.
Oh, cute.
I'd have to get a 0.2 millimeter nozzle to get like detailing on there, but like that's actually a possibility. Mind you, that would be a pain in the ass to put together, because the logistic issue that I have found with the action figures as I've developed them is sometimes I'm just missing a single part. Like I'm missing a hand, I'm missing a connector piece, and I have to print off a whole fresh set of them. Which is fine. It's really annoying that it's like, I'm ready to ship this out, but I need to wait another few hours for this to print.
It's like the hamburger, I forgot if it was hamburger, hot dog, or both, but, they don't sell packs or packages of hot dogs in the same number that they sell buns. So
Yep.
you get another package of one or the other.
Yeah, so here as a demonstration here, I have like, I'm gonna switch over. We're almost done anyway. So this is a picture of a tray full of components. So we got all the hips for 90s Dude. I got a bunch of 90s Dude heads right here. We have joints for 90s Dude's legs and arms. We have joints for Mecha-Kara and Linkara's arms. And yeah, there's actually some Mecha-Kara heads in this one right here, which I can like bring up here. So like, yeah. Like, I try to make extras so that I can always, like, replenish it, but eventually I run out because I don't realize I'm running low on a component. So it's that much harder to fulfill orders if, if I'm like, okay, I gotta do this before the post office closes. Oh, crap, this isn't gonna be done until after the place closes, so I have to wait another day. So it's just a logistical issue, and that's only gonna be made more difficult as I add more figures. Because there's going to be specialized... Because 90s Dude in particular right now has specialized components that are only for him. There's a lot of overlap between Linkara and Mecha-Kara figures. But but unfortunately, 90s Dude, all of his parts, because they're unique colors, I can only print stuff just for him. And that's going to be the same for a Harvey, Vice, and Linksano one. Now, there will be more overlap, because I feel like a lot of those pieces are going to be black now, and so most of the figures are going to have black legs, so it's much easier to keep those in supply. But, like, Vice is going to have a very unique head. He's probably going to have unique components for his armor and his cape, and Linksano is going to have different colored torso and arms, because he's going to be wearing the gray jacket. So... So the accessories, most of them only go to one figure. Like, I have overlap on the hands between 90s Dude and Linkara. I've got a little baggie here of hands. But like, Mecha-Kara has very unique hands because of the way he's designed. So anything I can overlap makes things easier. But the more figures I have, the more individual components I'm going to need to make. And that's going to make it a bit harder. But it's worth it, because you guys have bought enough action figures for me to justify, paying $25 a month for the license to keep making them. But I want to space them out so I don't accidentally, like, over-flood you guys. Also, where the hell am I going?
Where's the iron?
So, right turn down. Okay. You're describing the old Master of the Universe problem they built around. They made all the parts so generic they could swap around to make new figures. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you could fuel like a Phalus new bootleg Zone series. You could make just like a million.
Hey.
Can't tell which are the official ones and which aren't.
Theoretically, anyone could make Linkara action figures if they got the Easy 13 stuff. But the thing is, they'd have to somehow get the files for the heads, and of course the torsos have some slight modifications from the Easy 13 models in order to like get the detailing of like the jacket and stuff like that. But like like anyone could make them, but since I can't sell those components because I don't own the rights to the Easy 13 base model.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike, say, Robomats, which you go to Colts 3D, I sell those. And I sell the Poyo model And the, what else do I sell? I sell like 1 or 2 other things, too, that I made. Comicron 1. I made Comicron. The Comicron 1 model is for sale if you have your own 3D printer and hours of time to print one. Oh, it's a camouflaging bastard. Not exactly a cloaking device. You just blend in. You're like colored lava.
On one hand, it's good for enemies in this zone. On the other hand, this was a mine. Why would you make orange on orange robots for your lava mine?
That is a very good question.
I could see it being a mindless corporate thing. Like, we have Red Hulks in, like, Saturn, and just put them in the lava mine, too, and not taking into account that you can't freaking see them.
It is 10:18, so you know what? I'm just going to save here and call it a night. Alright, sorry we started late, but hey, we still went the full 2 hours. Hope you all had a good evening here. We had some fun. We talked about logistics. We talked about various series. We talked about stuff. I've recorded more Descent footage. Oh, why did Linkara get them, and why does he have a body count? just got my little bag full of hands. I don't know what you're talking about. look at these hands.
Oh my god, Linkara has gathered a crowd of applause.
I do wonder if anyone's... I include the alternate hands in case people want to hold the gun in the other hand. I do wonder how many people are actually doing that.
I have no idea.
Or if they're like, you know what, I want both of my figures to have fists versus one fist and one open hand. But anyway, thank you all. I'm going to be working on the Metal Gear Solid review for the next few days. When is the next PO unboxing? Good question, actually. Because actually, I was going to use the PO unboxing as a way to try to learn how to use DaVinci Resolve. I ended up just doing that on my own. So I should get that PO unboxing edited together and out as soon as possible. Because that one's from, like, back in January. We still... Let's see. Could you post your toy commercial to your YouTube channel as standalone videos? I could, certainly. I could certainly do that. I think as I keep wanting to do this, I want to make a video that's just the merchandise, the merchandise guide that like tells you, hey, here's every piece of Linkara merch out there because there's like 15 different stores where he sells this stuff.
Good lord.
I was really gonna make the presentation like do it like a QVC thing where I'm like in front of a green screen talking about that. Maybe I should just like go the lazy route, just do voiceover and say it real quick, make it 3 minutes or so.
Works.
Yep. But anyway, I want to thank my wonderful guest, Crimson, who had to leave. Thank you, Lotus Prince.
Yeah, thank you for having me. As for me, I'll be streaming tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to continue Suikoden. I'll be starting a new game on Wednesday, and I'll be finishing the base game of The Messenger on Friday. Other than that, I'm releasing the last 5 or 6 episodes of Deadly Premonition 2 on the daily.
I want to thank you, Xandru.
Good to be here. Sorry, I decided not to show up earlier, but I was here to help out with what I can. Streams are gonna be doing this month. I will be continuing Doom the Dark Ages every Friday, 7 p.m. on YouTube, but on Twitch, I'll be switching it up a little bit, but I will be trying to play through the first Dead Space game.
That's a fun
First time
experience.
ever playing.
Nice.
First time ever playing and stuff like that. So...
Enjoy the drunken stomping of Isaac Clarke.
Oh,
This stomping is serious business.
And finally, thank you, Jay Manor.
Hey, thanks for resuming again. Although unannounced.
Yeah, we gotta work on your microphone a bit. If I listen to it, if I'm paying attention to it, I can hear it, but it's a little muffled just because and sounds a little far away. But that's fine. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, I understand. It's what's the word? Earphones what I'm using.
Okay. All right, everyone, have yourselves a good rest of the evening. We'll be back next week with more Descent that we be prepared for, and I got to work on the Metal Gear Solid review. Good night, everybody.
Night, people.
Good night.